After a rather long wait, it is time to resume this series of events and make our way onwards in the Lifeless planet. Maybe I should make that the Dark Lifeless planet. It is pretty much pitch black out here. I'm having trouble seeing things, and this weak-ass torch I've got isn't really helping. But it's alright. I've recovered my stamina, I've recovered my motivation, and I will press on through the night. Although I would like to have a sleep at some point. Because all this running around in this hot, sweaty spacesuit is not particularly comfortable, and it is in fact quite tiring. At least I don't have to think much, right? Yeah, that's a plus. Doing all the manual labor of just moving my massive molecules around this place. My brain is hardly being taxed. Okay, so some mental exercises to keep me occupied. What is that over there? Big green with 4 spokes, it's circular. These aren't proper mental exercises. I can't really challenge myself to think about things and try and unravel the mystery of this planet. Aliens. It's just the answer, isn't it? The answer to everything. I'm not saying it's aliens, but aliens. How am I supposed to be able to make sense of what aliens do? The way we think ought to be so different. It ought to be futile. Completely futile to even try. Well, I might as well get in close for a more detailed inspection. I can hear a sound. I can hear a sound. I can hear a sound. I think I'm going mad from being alone by myself for all this time. Is there going to be another bed? I think there's going to be another bed, isn't there? Oh! Skeletons. Beautiful. Dead bodies.
Didn't survive. Man, these skeletons are creeping me out.
A grim scene confirms the demise of the Russian colonists. Decayed bodies indicate a number of people were brutally killed by the root creatures. Did these hostile creatures also kill off the intelligent alien race that built the portal system? I hope not. I'm lucky to be alive, and only thanks to my decision to follow the woman. But if the strange encounters of the last hour are any indication, she may in fact be one of them, and that doesn't bode well for my ultimate survival. I find it unlikely that this woman is a root plant that's trying to kill humans. Otherwise, she probably would have just turned around and killed me, right? Or maybe she's interested in why I'm wearing this get-up. It really is grim, isn't it? But it leaves a few questions to be answered. Like, I've been avoiding these so easily thus far. It's pretty obvious that you don't step where the roots are, or at least not where the glowing red roots are. What's this? This is Dr. Vladimir, Colonel of the Soviet Space Agency. I'm recording this message in the hopes that it will someday be retrieved and our mission to this planet will be understood. It was a peaceful mission. We discovered a portal in Siberia to 22 years ago in 1974. This mysterious device instantaneously transported men and machine from Earth across through space to the surface of this planet. The planet was rich with life, strange but also wonderful and beautiful, with an atmosphere favorable to life. It was decided that this world should be claimed for Russia. So the most amazing discovery in the history of mankind was kept a secret. Our leaders wanted to build a new and perfect Soviet society, so very quickly we established a colony of hundreds of people. In the beginning, this planet held so much promise. After a few months, our scientific team discovered that the native plant life was dying out. We had unintentionally introduced a virus that killed off a bacteria-like substance that covered the surface of the planet. This organism was a primary food source of the plants, and when it died, life on the planet died with it. Well, most life died. Some organisms remain, and they have mutated horribly. They are ravenous for any kind of food. We've lost almost our entire colony to these creatures. Even as I record this message, they are closing in. We've retreated to a high point in the Eastern Gorge. We had hoped to reach the relic power structure, but it is too dangerous. I don't know how long we can hold out. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay. It was a virus. That does explain to some degree how it could spread across an entire planet. I was thinking it would be geological processes that would have that kind of area of effect. But if your entire planet is covered in one genetically similar type of organism, then yeah, a virus would work. I'm just surprised that there aren't large amounts of the bacteria colony that had mutations that made them immune to this virus. When you've got so many type of the same organism, it's pretty much unavoidable that certain individuals will have resistance. And those few individuals that do are able to reproduce. It's bacteria. They love breeding. Jetpack fuel depleted. Fantastic. It's just like, I find it hard to believe is all. I find it really hard to believe that a single virus could wipe out the entire surface of a planet. The entire planet itself. Yeah, some of the plant life itself mutated, but where is the bacteria that it fed off? They should have mutated, and then the ones that were resistant to the virus should have reproduced and spread across again. Though I suppose reclaiming the entire planet's surface may have been too big a task. Alright, let's see what this is.
This structure.
Massive structure.
Was this what the Russians were trying to reach?
Yeah, I kind of guessed that. Me. Past the massacre site, I've encountered the largest structure yet. This does not appear man-made, and was almost certainly constructed by the portal builders. Is this what the Russians were trying to reach? If so, they came tragically close to their goal. I'm going to press on a little farther, and then get some rest until morning. Yeah, I definitely do want to get some rest until morning. Should I go around this thing? Should I go past this thing? There is a flat plane down there, and green tracks. There's also one of these power generator things. But unfortunately, I don't think there are any rocks nearby that I could power it. And besides, I've got no way of no means of actually turning the magnetic fields into power. No big coils, nothing to use it for. This is massive, isn't it? Ginormous. Is this the portal? I expect the Russians would have known, if it was, seeing as they've used the portal before. Ah, okay, I've had my rest. Oh, good morning. I can tell you, the worst thing is trying to sleep in a spacesuit that you've been living in for the past 2 days. Honestly. Oh, balls. No, I'm not food. Not food. Hey, woman. You can help me, can't you? Hi. Just, maybe pull it off me? Oh. Thank you, I guess. This planet just keeps on getting stranger and stranger.
She saved me. But for what purpose?
For once, I actually do not have a theory for that. I already knew she didn't want me to die. And I mean, if she could have easily outpaced me at any point. Easily. And because she hasn't outpaced me, she's clearly leading me, right? Is that the chain of logic that I'm going to go for? Because she hasn't ran off and left me stranded, I'm finding it so easy to follow her. When she could have easily done that, she's definitely leading me somewhere. And this proves it. She wants me to get to somewhere. Maybe she thinks I can do something to help her. A boy in the woods. I do not recognize the changing world around us anymore. It seems darker, dreary, and hatefully responsive to our presence. My son, Collier, ran to me last week, claiming that he saw a boy in the forest who tried to lure him in deeper, then smacked him in the face with a branch. The gash on his face is proof. While this could be a story to hide his embarrassment, Collier swears to me that the boy looked exactly like him, and I am inclined to believe him. I do not know if we created these monstrosities or merely awoke them, but I do know we are no longer welcome in this place. Well, I met some trees that looked like humans. They looked like that woman. So I imagine this boy saw a copy of himself. A predatorial mechanic developed by these mutated plants. Oh, it's getting dusty in this suit. This is what happens. Human skin, it likes to drop off. All the dust around you at home is human skin, and yeah, there's another person. And now it's piling up inside my spacesuit. My oxygen reclaimer does a pretty good job of cleaning out dust as well, but wasn't meant for this kind of endurance. Yeah, you just stay underground.
Those creatures are taking our shape.
Shapeshifters. Obviously, the root creatures appear to be capable of assembling into various forms. They've caught on that I'm following the woman, and they are taking her shape to lure me into their traps. Or is she controlling them, communicating in some way I can't understand? I'd never believe any of this if I weren't experiencing it myself. But then my belief is of little value. I still don't understand what's going on. I've got ideas, though. I mean, now I've got ideas. I may not understand fully, but I'm almost certain she isn't doing this. I don't see why she would be. I'm pretty much convinced her goal is to get me to a location. She's making it way too easy for me to follow her, if she didn't want me to. Dead forest.
Wow. This
Dead
must have been a
forest.
spectacular forest.
More confirmation that this planet was once rich with life. I've come across what remains of a huge forest. As our scout probes have indicated, this world was once a place where diverse life and stable ecosystems. Indeed it was, but no longer. It's really foggy, isn't it? I've only just really noticed that. It's foggy. Fog. Water vapor in the air? This test subject. I'm gonna have to decide, is the atmosphere outside my suit breathable? Because this suit really isn't going to last forever, and I've got no idea how long I'm going to be stuck on the surface of this planet. It's all dead, it's all gone. The plant life, which once existed... I'm not getting through there, am I? The plant life, which once existed, has all but died out. Huh. Rocks. I'll come back for you, hang on. Meaning that the majority of the life giving out oxygen has completely vanished. So I can't imagine the oxygen intake is, or oxygen percentage in the atmosphere, is anywhere near as high as it once was. And yet, that woman can breathe. Because she got a virus? This all seems way too tenuous. It seems incredibly tenuous. Now what on earth am I supposed to do with these? I don't know why I'm inferring that I'm supposed to do anything, but this entire series of events is just a load of coincidences. You see this rock? Have a rock. Oh god, this is stupid. What am I thinking this is going to do? What am I hoping to achieve by looking around this potentially radioactive lump of rock? Let's go have a look this way. You best not still be alive. Ah, maybe a way round? No. After all this way, I'm being stuck by some dead plants. I suppose if I waited there, this woman would probably come back and chop them down for me. She does seem that keen to get me to continue. And why am I lugging this rock around everywhere? I found a rock! Look, I found a rock. Does this mean that I need to take it with me? No! Where am I going? What am I hoping for? Where's that? Are you anything? No. Just some dead no, maybe not. Coal! It's coal! I'm detecting some unusual reading in these samples, but I still believe coal is the proper identification for this mineral. As coal is derived from plant matter back on Earth, I have to conclude these samples were formed from the remains of the root-like creatures on this planet. However, there is something odd with this specimen, and I still can't get a precise handle on what kind of life form we're dealing with here. Semi-sentient plant life was my guess. And as these root creatures live underground, I guess if you die underground, over millions of years, you will get compressed into coal if you were a plant. Makes sense, to some degree. What doesn't make sense is how I'm supposed to get after this woman. If I had some sort of tools, I could probably try and chop down the tree that blocks my path. But I somehow doubt that it will take kindly to that action. And these rocks, I forget it, why am I even carrying this around? It's a waste of time. This will kill me if I go near it. I'm almost sure of that. And I don't quite want to risk my life. Maybe... Is this a path round? No. I could slip through one of these openings in between them, but I'll probably get stabbed all over with splinters, and that will be the end of me. I have to find a way round. Or over? I don't see any possible way of getting over unless I could get up there somehow. My extended jetpack mode is gone, so there's no way I'm scaling these mountains. Oh, what should I do? Oh, what should I do? I don't know. I don't know. I know what I really want, actually. I really want some breakfast.